Alright guys, sorry if there's a lot of background noise. There's like 3 fans going on because it's still summertime in Arizona and I sure feel it. And it's been raining because it's like monsoon season, so it's like humid as hell in the garage. I even have a swamp cooler, but I don't even think that's helping anymore. I think it's just making it worse. But we're working on the side-by-side. Last time, I'm sure you guys remember, my brother-in-law came and I told you guys he helped me put the engine in the side-by-side, right? So, I kind of fudged up, you guys. I should have done a lot of stuff before I brought it in here, which has brought me to like 5 hours of labor, and I feel like I got like almost nothing done. So I redid the valves, the valve clearance. So I redid that. I had to make sure it was, there's no top dead center on this. It's like front, top front and then top rear. So and then it has a little dash like if it was top dead center. For the top front, then you can do the valve clearance or the valve adjustments on the front. Then you put it on the front rear, which is FR, and then you can do the back. Last time I just did the FR or the Jesus Christ, the front, the top front, which is just the front, and then I did both of them, which I didn't realize till later, so that's why I had to redo it today. And I was like, shit, I fudged up, I need to do that. So I fixed that, right? And then I found a tensioner guide like sitting in the back over there, and I'm like, oh no, where the hell does this even go to? So I looked it up on the diagram, right? And this guy was just sitting in the seat. So I had to take the cam off, put that at top dead center. Like basically the top cover, I'll show you guys. So basically I had to take this top cover off right here, and I'll explain why the ratchet straps are here in a minute. So I had to take this top cover off, which it's literally the 4 bolts in the center and then like 8 bolts around the top. It's like a valve cover, that's all it is. So I had to take that apart, and I realized, which thank God I had found that guide, because basically the chain on that side of the cam wasn't even on and the guide was off, and then the cam chain was just holding on by a little piece of rope, like this little rope. And I was like, what does this go to? And then I opened it up because this was just kind of hanging out the cover like this, and I was like, huh, I wonder what this is. Took it out. I found out it was holding the chain from like falling down, you know, usually how I do it with like zip ties or something. I'm glad I found that. And it's weird because I was turning over the engine like by hand and making sure it was all good, and I'm like, it feels a little weird, but it turns. And then at one point it got stuck, and then I broke it free, so the side was a little scratched up, but inside the valve cover, but it's no big deal. I put that on, set the timing, put the tensioner back on, put the timing guide back on, so that's all good. I didn't record it because I'm kind of I don't know if you guys want to see everything I do, like literally like how I did it on my last videos, but it kind of takes a lot of time to basically film while I'm doing the work and then going to edit it, and which is causing like more of a delay on my videos coming out. Like you guys saw probably in the Banshee video, the last one, the red one, where it was like, dude, that thing was like crazy editing skills that I had to do. It didn't even come out that great either. I'm not proud of it, but it was a lot of editing because I just had the camera rolling and rolling and rolling every single little thing that I was doing. So I'm kind of trying to switch it up. Anyways, so I did that. And the reason I have the ratchet straps, right, is because I'm trying to fit the engine where it needs to go, where the bolts go, but I had to put the drive shafts. So there's one right here. I don't know if you guys can see, one right there, right? And then there's the front one for the 4x4, right? The front one was a pain in the ass. Obviously, I'm here by myself. My brother-in-law's not here to help me. He helped me drop the engine in, and that was it. Which I'm thankful for that, because dude, this thing's like been really bad. It's super heavy. So what I had to do in order to put the drive shaft in is I had to ratchet strap the top of the engine and then through this side in order to pull the engine back so I could slide in the drive shaft, the drive shaft into the splines and slide it in. So basically right here I had to slide it in, right? But it had to go on that back side first, and then I had to slide it into here. And I had to lift up the engine, the front of it, like super high like this in order to slide it in and then start dropping it down slowly. So, you know, while I'm kind of fitting it in there. And so I had to do that. Literally, you guys, this has taken me like 5 hours. I hate this side-by-side design. I think I am not liking the side-by-sides. Like, if it has the engine in the rear, like, that's cool. If it has it in the front, that's cool. But in the center of the side-by-side, dude, this guy is, this you guys is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever had to like figure out. Like, it sucks. Like, I'm literally like sitting in here like messing up my knees. I smashed my wrist. Like, it's horrible. I don't know who came up with this stupid design, but it's like the most stupidest design in the world in my opinion. You guys can roast me for whatever you want, I don't care, but it's ridiculous because you have to take off like the seat to change like the oil over here. Like, it's just a bunch of like nonsense. And then what sucks is I'm trying to put it back together, but I didn't take it apart, so it's like a fucking puzzle, man. But anyways, yeah, so this is where I'm at today. I need to buy the oil, I need to buy the oil filter, and I need to buy the spark plugs. I'm hoping this thing runs because I'm gonna hate to have to take this thing out again. I might just leave it in there and just do the heads, like in the pistons, if it needs a rebuild in the side-by-side. I might not even put everything back together and just try and see if I can get it started and how good it's gonna run before I even like put the rest of it back together. But anyways, you guys, just a quick little update on what's been going on. But yeah, I'm just gonna put on the hoses now, start putting the connectors, start putting in the, what is it, the fuel injection up here, the EFI, I think it's called. Is that what it is? EFI? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. And hopefully this thing will get running here pretty soon. I'm hoping I won't have to put a whole lot into it, and I'm still wanting to decide if I end up keeping it or, you know, getting rid of it after putting all this time and money into it. But here, actually, let's go to the board. These are things that I've already figured out with it. So a regulator, it was missing the regulator. I'll show you guys that right now. So the headlights, I already got those. I'll show you those right now. I still need to get the spark plugs. I ordered a caliper because I'll show you guys that too. It's messed up. One of the rims is different. And the oil filters, the oil, and the rim. What is this? Actually, I don't know what that is. Oh, the tire. That's the tire. Sorry, I can't even read my handwriting. But it's like around 400 bucks plus the money that I spent to put into this thing. So, I mean, it's not too bad, but oh yeah, look, you guys, it's actually raining out here right now. So this is the regulator that I ended up getting for the Teryx. It's a Caltrick, and it was $37, I believe, with tax. So it's not expensive at all. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So it goes right here, I think, like this or something like that. Basically, this is it. So these two plugs were just randomly out like that, and I was like, it looks like something goes there. So I was searching a bunch of videos and looking through a bunch of pictures on the web, and I found out it's a regulator. So that's what I ordered. So now we have a regulator. Also, the caliper on this side it's not missing, but I took it off and it was a lot worse than I thought. As you guys can see, it's like bent, like real bad, and it's in pretty rough shape. Don't want any fluid to come out, but it definitely got messed up somewhere, you guys, like legit messed up. As you guys can see, it's like all scraped up. If you guys don't remember though, it was an outdoors or Arizona outdoor like rental, so like this thing is beat to hell. Look at that. This is all crooked. Nothing else looks to be damaged, so I ordered the calipers. Those were 50 bucks. It comes with left and right. Also because the brake pads, let's see if we can get it close up here. You see the brake pads? They're like destroyed, like right here. They're like destroyed. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was from the accident. But the rest of it looks good. So that's two things that we ended up getting. I'm still debating if I should get a battery, but I did charge it and it seems like it's good so far. And oh, now it's kind of not good, so maybe I will get one. Oh, there we go. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, we're not looking too good, you guys. Yep, we might order one. Yeah, that's off. Okay, that was weird. Alright, you guys, we got our new brake calipers with brake pads. This is the brand that I ended up buying from. They were very cheap, 50 bucks. Hopefully they're not literally too cheap. But yeah, the only reason I was gonna just like fold this one back and then maybe try using it. But how I was showing you guys last time, the brake pads are like really screwed up. So I wanted to buy both brake calipers, and they come with new brake pads on both sides. So I thought that was going to be a plus, because just the brake pads alone are like $25. I mean, that's not expensive, but like, come on, you guys. Like, this thing was beat to hell. And then the brake pads, for me to be like reusing stuff like that. Like, I'm usually very cheap, but at the same time, like, I want to get like the best deal and make it the best I can on like the cheapest budget. So this is the cheapest budget, but at least I got like new stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna put the brake calipers on right now, and hopefully they look good. Hopefully they fit. They look pretty much almost the same, so hopefully we won't run into any issues here. As you guys could tell, even the little bracket, this one just kind of looks a little bit notchier, but we'll see. I'll put them on and then I'll show you guys what they look like. Alright, you guys, so here so far, all I've done was take off the wheel, obviously just the 4 bolts, and now we're going to go ahead and loosen up the caliper bolt here, and then, well, actually I'm going to take off the actual caliper first. It has 2 bolts. So now we're going to take off these 2 bolts, the number 12. Thought it was going to be a 13 at first. This gives you like easier access, I guess you could say, to that bottom bolt, the little banjo bolt. Ooh, this thing. There we go. Oh yeah, these brake pads were like way better, but I mean still. There we go. And it is actually a T40. So we're going to put this thing on last. I'm going to spread it, make sure the gaps are good so the caliper slides in. I'm telling you guys, this like literally should take anybody like 20 minutes to do. Maybe 30. And the only reason I'm putting on the caliper on first before the hose now is because I want to watch the way I put the hose. Actually, and now we have new banjo bolts to be able to put them in through here. So this is how the way that the hose is supposed to be. So we are going to need to bleed the brakes. For that you might need some help. That's probably what's going to take you the longest, actually, like 10 minutes just on bleeding the brakes. But actually I could do this myself because I have my own brake bleeder. So we'll just take turns opening this thing up and then closing it. It should be good. Go to the driver's side. That one's good. And that's pretty much it, you guys. So all I did was step on it a couple of times, held it while I loosened up this one. Obviously that side's gonna be harder than that. But there you have it. That's pretty much how you do it. Now we're just gonna put the wheel back on, bleed the other side, and we should be good to go. Make sure you put your little dust cap on. Now we got new brake calipers, new brakes, and calipers are bled, and then we'll put a little bit more brake fluid in it, and then we should be good to go. I really don't have the benefits of having somebody help me to do the other side, so this is what I usually do. I have a little thing of wood, right? Give it a couple pumps. And then the last one, just gonna snug it up right there. Top it off. Let's try it again. And you'll notice, because you'll feel when it starts getting stiffer. It's the valve too, the little you'll kind of feel the air. It's just gonna go little by little. That's it, folks.